Hey folks, I'm Dr. Mcfarland, and in this video we're going to discover the one amp that can probably do it all in the Revalver 5 plugin. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please subscribe down below if you like videos about guitars, pedals, amps, amp maulers, and all things recording and just everything that's cool and fun about gear. So what we have here in front of me is the new Revalver 5 plugin, and this can either be VST, which means it's a plugin inside of a recording software, or a DAW like Reaper or Studio One, Logic, Pro Tools, Mixbus 32C, Cubase, Bitwig, any DAW that you have out there, this will work in. And I am actually using the standalone version, which I highly prefer because this allows me to have low latency monitoring through my RME Total Mix software. And RME is my interface of choice nowadays. It has changed back and forth throughout the years, but for right now I'm using RME, and therefore I'm using the Total Mix software, and I'm able to route my input and output through the plugin and then record that into my DAW so I can capture all the audio for you guys watching on YouTube. So what we have here in front of us is essentially all the Headrush amps and the Revalver amps and effects and Headrush effects, minus a few that I haven't seen yet. But this is just essentially a plugin that you can use on your computer. Now, as far as I know, you can't control a Headrush Prime or a Core or even the legacy units with this plugin, but you may be able to load and export files or rig files from the hardware to the plugin. I haven't quite discovered that yet, but we'll figure that out in another video. In today's video, though, I'm really in a phase right now where I'm trying to find just a few amps I can use in all my different maulers, because really there's just too much options nowadays. And once you find a clean sound that you like, a clean sound is a clean sound. It doesn't matter if it comes from a Fender Deluxe or a Marshall J45 or whatever that is. So in this instance, I could have picked any amp in the list, but I have chosen the Demon, which is basically the diesel Herbert something amplifier. And this happens to have 3 different channels on it. And the clean sound good, which is channel 1. And channel 2 is your low gain to mid gain type sound. And then channel 3 is your full on high gain roaring monster dragon, whatever you want to call it. So lots of cool options on here, which we will look at. Let's start off with channel 1, which is our clean sound. So in this video, I am using my new Kiesel Zeus 7-string multi-scale, and I really like it a lot. So we're going to check out some of the bridge and neck positions in this video. I am on the neck pickup, and this is a little clean number that I have for you. So it is clean and sounds really good. You can bring the volume back a little bit even more if you want it even cleaner. It just sounds really nice. So we also have the bridge pickup. And from there you can sprinkle in all kinds of effects like more reverb, more delay, tremolo, phase, flange, whatever you want. It's just a good overall clean sound. I can go to the drive section and turn on a tube screamer, and this is what we get from that. Maybe turn the level all the way up. Okay, let's actually bring in one more pedal, just to further prove that this channel can take some high gain distortion type stuff. Maybe let's do the MX distortion, drive up, level down, and this is what we got. Maybe drive all the way up. And just for fun, let's go find one more. Maybe we do an octafuzz. And fuzz up, volume down. Here we go. Okay, it is a sound, and it is taking pedals just fine. So you can either go from clean and kick in any other drive pedal that you want in front. So going on to channel 2, this is more of our, like I said, low to mid gain type setting. Let me keep the gain down pretty low, and this is what we got. There's also a switch off to the side, which makes it less volume, I think. This switch removes some of the mid in the beginning of the chain for channel 2. That sounds good. Let's go back to the more mids. Okay, pretty neat. I like that. So let's bring up the gain here. So volume 1 controls the channel 1 and channel 2 volumes. Then we have volume 2, which is going to be more of a channel 3 type thing. Maybe even like a solo boost if you really want that. And just for fun, let's go ahead and crank up the gain all the way. So now with the gain all the way up on channel 2, let's check out what the more mid setting sounds like. Versus off. Okay, so the more mids definitely gives you more gain as well in that channel. So if you like that sound, that's just, I think that's a good option overall. Maybe boost the treble. We can also boost the mids there. So I would think you'd be able to get anywhere from low gain type stuff to all the way to full on shred fest rhythm stuff. Okay, let's move on to channel 3 now. And very, very similar. Channel 2 is going to control this one. That kind of deal. So I guess maybe like a second master or something. Maybe for a solo boost. But with the gain about 9 o'clock, this is what we have. And here's the gain at 12 o'clock. And gain, not all the way up, but let's go about 3 o'clock. All right, now a really important option here is the mid cut. And you'll see this as well on the Headrush Core and the Headrush Prime. You have the ability to adjust the intensity and the level, which I think is pretty cool. So here it is engaged, and we'll turn the intensity down a little bit and then slowly start bringing it up. And back on. Let's go back and listen to the clean channel again. And the mids back on. So I think the mid cut is pretty much like a global cut across all the different channels. But you can bring that in and out depending on what channel that you're on, and just dial in the sounds that you want. So very, very cool stuff. I am using my own Dr. Mcfarland IRs in this video as well. And I'm using the Vintage 30 with a 57 and a Royer 121 on the speaker. So lots of different options you can use for this plugin. There's plenty of other IRs or cabs and microphones that you can use with any of these amps, but I'm very used to my own Doc McFarland IR pack, and I just prefer to work with those. So if you would like to support me here on YouTube, you can buy my pack from Sonic DNA from the link in the description, and also check out my affiliate links to Amazon and Sweetwater. So let me know down in the comments if you like the look of this plugin. If you're already a Headrush user, maybe you can benefit from having just the plugin on your computer. So that way you don't always have to work with the hardware all the time. You can just plug in into your interface and run through the plugin pretty much anywhere you're at, and get some great tones for either recording or just jamming and practicing or whatever else you're doing. So until next time, I'm Dr. McFarland. I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.